This is the Challan screen. At the top right corner, you can see two buttons, Insert Row and Delete Row. The first thing you have to do in this screen is to click the button Insert Row to insert the number of rows required. Then only you will be able to enter any data in the screen. But how to know how many rows to insert? What is the basis for deciding that? As the name Challan indicates, in this screen you have to enter the details of Challan. But what type of Challans? You have to enter the details of Challan through which the tax deducted at source from salary was remitted into government account. So for each Challan in the quarter through which the TDS was remitted into government account, one row should be inserted. But we government departments don't use Challans to remit the TDS into government account. The TDS is remitted only through book adjustments and therefore there won't be any Challan. Then what should be the basis for inserting rows for government departments? This is the basis, that is the number of bills with TDS on salary payments made in the quarter. Okay, for government directors it is the number of bills, for others it is the number of Challans. Fine. Now, so for each bill in which there is TDS for at least one employee, one row should be inserted. If in a salary bill there is no TDS for even a single employee, that bill should not be taken into account at all. Is it clear? Also, for inserting rows here, only the number of bills are relevant and not the number of deductees or employees for whom TDS was done. For each bill, there will be only one row, whether there is one employee or 100 employees for whom the TDS was done. Okay? In my example, I have assumed that during the fourth quarter, that is during the months January to March, there are only two bills through which salary was paid and TDS was also there in those two bills. That is one bill for January salary payment and another bill for February salary payment. Remember, March salary is paid only in April in the government departments. So even though the bill was raised in March itself, since the payment was made only in April, March salary bill will come only in the next quarter. What is relevant is the actual date of payment of salary and not the date on which the bill was prepared, as TDS liability arises only on the date of payment of salary. Since there are only two bills, in my case I have to insert two rows. But in your office, within a month, if there are supplementary bills or there are separate bills for gazetted and non-gazetted staff, accordingly you have to insert more rows. Let me now insert rows. I click on Insert Row. Here if I give 2 and click OK, 2 rows will be inserted. But I want to show you how to use the Delete Row button. Therefore, deliberately I am going to insert 2 additional rows. That is, I am going to insert 4 rows here. So I am putting 4 here. Click OK. Now 4 rows are inserted. Now let us see how to delete the extra rows. I have to click the Delete Row button. Now it is asking me the row number to be deleted. Okay, it is not asking me the total number of rows to be deleted. Did you notice the difference between inserting and deleting rows? While inserting, you can insert multiple rows, but while deleting, you can delete only one at a time. Now let me give 3 and try to delete the third row. What is the message you get? Only the last Challan can be deleted. Okay, it doesn't allow you to delete from the middle. You have to start from the end. That is, first you have to delete the 4th row, then only you can delete the 3rd row. Do you understand? Fine, let me delete the 4th row first. Click Delete Row, give row number 4, click OK. Now 4th row is gone. Now let us delete the 3rd row. Okay, 3rd is also gone. Now In these two rows, let me enter the data. The first column serial number comes automatically. Now you can see that some columns are of white color and some other columns are of grey color. You can enter data only in the white boxes. In grey color fields, you can't enter anything. Either they will be blank or some calculated amount will come automatically there. Now the first field we have to enter is the section code. If you click the down arrow here, you can see two options, 92A and 92B. 92A is for government salary and 92B is for salary other than government. I have to choose 92A. You can navigate from one field to other by pressing the tab key. Okay, so I am pressing the tab and I will go to the next column, TDS. Now here you have to give the TDS amount for the first bill. I am going to give an imaginary figure here. Okay, 13,000. Surcharge is going to be 0. Education cess is there. Interest is 0. Others also 0. Now you see this column, total tax deposited, that is column number 10. Here the total comes automatically. It is the total of columns from 4 to 8. Okay. Now we come to other column, check DD number. In government, we are remitting the tax into government account only through book adjustments, not through any challan. So there is no question of any check or DD number and we have to leave it blank. You also notice that here I am not giving 0. Okay. Now fields like surcharge, interest, others, though I did not have any amount, I put 0 and I have not left it blank because these are all numeric fields. But check DD number, you should not put 0 because it is a text field and you have to leave it blank. Fine. Now come to BSR code. See, we are not remitting the TDS into government account through challan. Only when there is a challan, there will be BSR code. So in our case, it is going to be blank. Again, I remind you, you should not put 0 here. Next column, date on which tax deposited. Okay, here the tax can be deposited only on the date of payment. Okay, for salary for the month of January, the date of payment is 31st January 2008. So I have to give only that date. Please remember to give the year in full. That is, you have to give it as 2008 and not as 08. Transfer voucher challan serial number. There is no challan in our case, so challan serial number is not going to be there. Now for transfer voucher number, we can give the bill reference number. I am giving 11. Next column, whether TDS deposited by book entry. If you click the down arrow, you can see two options, yes or no. Okay, for government, TDS is remitted only by way of book entry, so we have to choose yes. Now in this column, if you choose no, then you can't leave these three columns, that is check DD number, BSR code and challan serial number blank. You have to fill up compulsorily these three columns. Now that you have chosen yes, all these three columns can be left blank, that is check DD number, BSR code and challan serial number. Interest is 0, others also 0.